A very warm welcome to you guys. Welcome, guys, to a yet again video on my YouTube channel. It's your girl with the most, Ustufuza with your most, with another video. But first and foremost, I wouldn't be getting it's been a while since I've posted or done something in my page, and I'm very sorry for that. But I will definitely have the answers and be able to make you guys understand why and where have I been, what I've been doing, because life guys, life but I'll heard you know whatever when they say but I'll heard. But we're gonna unpack everything, we're gonna deal with everything, we're gonna talk about everything. So but just to formally once again welcome you back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl with the most. So sit tight, relax, we're about to talk, share a lot of things, share dreams, share achievements, share goals, share long-term achievements, whatever the case may be. So sit tight, relax, grab yourself a drink because I already have mine in my table. So I will be having a sip one or two because as you guys as seen in the title description below, that it is a pep talk where we're just unpacking everything from the past year and to this year. We'll see what have we learned, what are you taking in, what are you leaving from that year, what's the most significant thing that, because I think might that I feel like some might say 2022 was my year, some might say 2023 was not their year, and I'm one of those person. So but then, like, what are the lessons that have we learned from that? So let's just get into the video where we get to unpack and talk about all those things that have happened and what are we going to change in kulo nyaka. What is ushintsho esibulethayo within ourselves, within our environment, within our safe space where we're just being us, you know, where we cater ourselves and not, for the first time in a while, not put other people's first, but put me, myself, and I first. So let's get back into the video and hope you guys do get to enjoy. And before I go, don't forget to comment, to like, and to subscribe, and also to press on that notification bell so that you can get notified whenever I have posted a video. So let's hop right into it. Okay guys, so let's get into the video. So as you guys might know, I've also jotted down my points. I don't know if you guys can see, so what I'm going to be referring to. So let's start with the basics. Let's start with something that let's unpack what happened. So my very first question that I jotted down for myself looking back was, how was your 2022? So ngoba I've said earlier, Wuti, when it comes to people, some might say that their 2022 was okay, it was meant for their year. Some might say it was not my year, and I'm one of those person. I'm gonna say, oh, 2022 was not my year. And because why I'm saying that's because there are many things that I've learned, there are many lessons that engikubonile and kuningi engikufundile, and there's a lot that I've experienced within that year in a whole space of time. Because when I look back, already ngingena onyakeni wakhona, I had to recover from like a huge breakup, you know. And people might take it slightly ukuthi heartbreaks, no fethu uyadlula udlule entweni, but sometimes they are very hard when you have invested a lot nalo muntu loyo, where you've spent times where imndenini siyazana. So when I opened up my 2022, I ain't gonna lie, child, as much as batla heard Julianisa, it does. So, and when there's a lot of investment and there's a lot of things, there's a lot of history again in that. So my 2022 did not start onyageni alrighty, but at the same time, like, I wouldn't say I'm grateful because it was the most painful thing that I had to experience. You know, when you experience vulnerability and you're vulnerable within yourselves, you let yourself feel the pain, you cry, and you miss that person one time, and then the next time you're like, oh, and then when you see him, you go back to square one. So my opening up my 2022, it was not a very good year for me. Besides from that heartbreak, there's a lot of things, a lot of friendship things I've learned to Guti abangani. Ha! Agbona bangani as you think. So for me, unpacking that, so it was one of the things that did contribute and not me having 2022 alright or a year that was made for me. Obviously, as what are the lessons? What experience has 2022 given me that engikhulisile in a way, or that has made me observe my surroundings? So I mean, I can name a few. I mean, after, I think I'm gonna go back to my breakup, but angisekho lapho. But I feel like a lot of things engiyifundile ngami that made me define who I am now today, it was because of that breakup. So what lessons I've learned from 2022 is that trust nobody. Nobody is your friend. Not everybody okufisela impumelelo. Akubona wonke umuntu who okubonela into enhle, who sees the nice things for you, and it's not everyone who thinks that you deserve every happiness that you can get in life, because you might speak of something, you might share something, and then the next thing, the person that you thought you trusted can be the same one who can betray you and stab you in the back. So naloko I've learned. So, and as I did say, referring from my heartbreak, I've learned to uti I'm quite a bit of strong and a brave person, but not just by being in a heartbreak, but by being able to move on and build myself from up. Because when I was in that relationship, when I was, a lot of things happened that did destroy me, and namanje isangidemejele ngomqondo, but I'm trying to pick up myself and just try and move on, as much as kwakunzima at that time, and now I can just freely talk about it without even shedding a tear, because there was a lot of things that I someday probably I'm going to have the power to mention, but ukamanje I don't have the power to mention it. So, and it's not like something hectic, but like, when you're trying to a lot of like maybe like a lot of people have experienced with when you have known someone for so long and you've been with someone for so long, and all of a sudden when they call quits and you've done everything in your power to try and make that relationship work. So because there's a lot of things that you have lost, and sometimes when you're giving too much to someone, you end up losing yourself at the end. Yeah, well, so it's one thing that I've learned, to don't invest too much on someone, invest too much within yourself, because the minute you invest kakhulu kumuntu, you invest a lot in someone, you end up losing yourself, because mind you, are too focused on that particular person and losing focus within yourself. So, and that I was doing that, it kind of made me lose myself for a second, because I was focused on preserving what I have, then saying no, this is, I'm done, I want to move, nifuna just to find myself. So when that has happened, a lot of emotions, a lot of roller coasters. I mean, when you're trying to, just because you want to want to forget someone, and then you're trying to push yourself into another relationship just by thinking you're gonna forget with someone, and it totally, I can attest to that. It's not the wisest move to make, because you end up getting hurt more. Because manja, the more when you're trying to bury the pain that you have lost someone, or you don't want to feel lonely because you've been too experienced, or usune isikhathi esiningi where you had someone that you can rely on, that who's your significant other, where you can just talk to. And when you don't have that world anymore, and you quite do get a bit lonely, you do get uyabanje nomzwangedwa, and people might laugh and joke about it, but it's serious, because you don't know something that happened up until yenzeka nakwena, and then we're like, oh, this thing is quite bit real. We can joke about it, we can laugh about it, but it happens. So I would say, me building myself, because after putting I put myself in a relationship, because in thinking that I'm gonna forget lo engiphumayena, and that did not end well. Because one thing I've learned to Guti, not every guy that comes into your life has the right intentions for you, and whatever they say in their mouth, don't believe them. Because at some point, when someone comes in a state where you are vulnerable, you kind of take whatever, you grab on the words that they say to you. You grab on everything, because you have this fear of being lonely. Now you want to feel loved, you want to feel appreciated, you want to feel that sense of touch. And once that is all gone, you fear of losing everything. So whoever comes and says things, and you quite feel them for that quite moment, and then you just like, oh, I'm gonna believe them, or I'm just gonna stay. And then because man just say, oh vele ngifuna ukukhohlwa lo engiphuma kuyena, let me just put in. And trust me, I feel like that's not the good idea that anyone can take or can make, because it iyakubulala kakhulu. And moving on from that, you learn the hard way. And I learned the hard way, because I thought like, I'm gonna have something serious, something going on with this particular guy, trying to forget another guy, and it did not work out. Honestly speaking, it did not. But I'm not gonna engage on that kakhulu. But with people who are going through their breaks up, take your time. I mean, breathe, get back to your head, go back to the drawing board, go back to a space where you're like, okay, kwenzakalile, okay, where do I move myself from now? That's what I did. After me putting myself in that relationship, I learned to uthi no, ngenziwa isilima lana. Yabo usubona uthi lana ngenziwa isilima, but then ngoba you have this fear of being lonely, you cling on, because you don't want to feel the loneliness. You don't want to feel any type of, because you want to feel a sense of being loved. You want to feel a sense of being appreciated. You want to feel something that nobody has given you, in those past months. And that was just me walking into a lion's den that I didn't know what it was just me playing with fire. After that, I feel like, now, as I did say, Wonkumuntu is going through a breakup right now, and some might laugh about it, but those who are going through it, especially if like you invested a lot of years, a lot of things, and a lot of that relationship has history and upon history, don't put yourself in a relationship where you're not ready to be in a relationship. Take time, let yourself feel the pain, let yourself experience the pain. And it's okay to miss that particular someone, because you have shared a lot with that person. Like, there's a lot of history, there's a lot of memories that were created during that time. And I wouldn't say don't miss them, because I would be lying to you, because I've had my times. I'd call my best friend and be like, dude, I miss him, and I would cry about it, because now I'm thinking of all the good times and not the bad times, but I'm thinking of all the good that he has done, and it made me miss him more, which I know I couldn't text him back and be like, oh, whatever. So whenever you're going through a breakup, don't rush into another relationship. Take your time, breathe, Go back to a drawing board. Find yourself if you've lost yourself. Just feel the pain. Feel ukuthi akasekho. Feel ukuthi cry about the memories. Cry about the moments. Cry about everything that you need to feel to cry about. Let it all out. Because when you bottle things in, it's not nice. Because you end up like grudges within yourselves. You end up getting angry for no reason. So it's better to let everything out. And when you have someone to talk to someone that you can trust. I know I did say don't trust anyone, but like even Minage, I do this technique where I talk to myself. You know, if like I have something that's really troubling me that I don't trust anyone talking about it, I talk to myself. And I find it, because I know that I'm not going to get a perspective from someone, but me letting it all out in my system, or sometimes I write about it, you know. And in a case, in this particular guy that I was trying to get into, you know, the second relationship, and only to find to data, I actually, just to let him go, because I was so clenched on, I had to write a letter to myself to send him a farewell. And for sure he will never read the letter because I burnt it, but it's a sign of me letting go of whatever we had and gaining my power back. So I do all of those things if I don't trust anyone or talking about something that I'm going through, you know. So, but I feel like writing things down, writing every feeling that you feel, and closing that. But when you are ready to let that go, burn that paper. It's a technique that works a lot. It works a lot. You're not gonna go wrong. So, bottom line is, guys, take your time, breathe. Someone is gonna eventually come. The happiness that you deserve will come. Don't rush into a relationship, and don't be like, oh, after a month I'm okay. No, child, you can never be okay. But angazi, I'm lying, because some people, they heal differently. You know, they don't mean I took time. It took me like 8 months to be in a proper relationship. And I'm happy where I am, but I'm glad that I took time for myself to reflect and to find ukuthi ubuhle ungubani, you understand, and to find ukuthi what are my goals. Okay, fine, that happened. Where to from now? What do I want to achieve? So I mean, take time, breathe in, breathe out. It's okay to be in your own space. Be with your friends, you know, find out new things, new ideas that are going to captivate you. Because I mean, I know being lonely is not nice, but like, take time to be with yourself, figure yourself out, and figure who you are, you know. Because most of the times when you go through a heartbreak, you kind of forget everything, and because you're still feeling this pain, so you kind of just, I just lost myself, you know. I lost myself within the relationship, and when that happened, it was kind of hard to go back to ubuhle engangmazi, because manje he made me change ubuhle engangmazi, you understand. So in my sense, in my own mind, I kind of forgot ukuthi, I couldn't understand ukuthi, what are the things that I loved, what are the things that I wanted for myself, what are the things that I was completely lost with myself. So I took time and I started, you know, psychoanalyzing myself, talking to my friends that I trust, and started writing things down on a journal, you know, burning things that I feel like I have the power to. I'm ready to move on now. So for me, that was the lesson, and that was the experience that I've learned from my 2022. And as I did say, trust nobody, trust no friends. I mean, because I know it sucks, but you don't know who's happy for you. Because ungahlala nabantu who think are your friends, but not everyone is happy for the things that you do or the things that you're achieving. So be careful of those friends. I mean, be careful. Try by all means to be private and not share your ideas, kakhulu, but share when it's about to happen, where they can be like, oh wow, but don't share everything from the beginning, because you don't know who's happy and who's not happy. So moving into the third question is, what are you leaving? What have you left? Okay, I'm going to rephrase it. What have you left in 2022? So for me, I would say what I've left from 2022 is thinking that I'm not enough, thinking that I must be in a certain way to accommodate abantu or a person in my life, thinking that it's better to please everyone because I've been a pleasing person. Meaning I would do things that I'm not happy about, but just because I'm pleasing you, I'm gonna do it, you know. So with me, what I left with 2020, and I've seen it has made like a big impact in my own life, is that I've left things like that, you know. Me saying I'm not enough, girl, I am enough. So it's either you get me or you don't, you know. So learning that also, and the biggest thing I left in 2022 is speaking my mind. I don't know if you guys do remember on my first video, I did kind of explain that I'm not good with confrontation. I'm not gonna confront you about it because I fear of maybe maybe. So I don't know if you guys remember, but one thing I've also left was that. So I've seen Uguti in the space of time, I'm able to confront something that I don't like. I'm able to voice out into it's up to you. It's up to you if you listen or you don't. And if I know what you don't, I just let you be. I don't argue with people now, Gakulu. I'm not gonna constantly try to defend myself. So what I've left with 2022, I would say it's only those things where I told myself that I am enough. It's either what you see, what you get. If you don't want it, move on. It's fine. Those are the one things. Confrontation. I'm able to confront people now. I'm able to voice out my feelings and what I don't like and what I like. I've found, like, no cap, guys. Yeah, I mean, those are the things that for me I've said I'm leaving 2022 with. I'm not gonna beg for friendship nowadays. I mean, if you're with me, you're with me. If you're not with me, you're not with me, and that's okay. And that is absolutely okay, you know. So yeah. So, and moving along to the last question when we are unwrapping with 2022, were my goals achieved? I would say only one got achieved. Not all of them got achieved. And I would say, I think 2021 was a mess because I was a mess myself. So I didn't have really much goals. Or I didn't plan for that year what I'm going to do. Because my only focus was on school, in which that happened. But after that, I didn't see myself, and also opening my channel, I did. But after that, I kind of just lost focus because I was still trying to navigate, you know, who is ubuhle, ufunani empilweni, uyaphi empilweni. And I remember my mom used to say those are the 3 basic things that you need to know about yourself in life. Who you are, uphumapi, and where do you want to go. And when I kind of went back to that, it helped. But I did not achieve a lot. Only school and having the courage to open up my own YouTube channel, and Nakona, which is a baby step because I'm still trying to learn, you know, it's okay, this is how we do. I'm still researching myself, you know, I feel in this type of way kind of thing, you know. I would love to do that, you know, kind of things. So I didn't have really much goals because, as I just say, I was a mess. I was my messy self, but it was an eye opening, yeah. Got cool from all the experience, from the journey, from 2022 did, as much as it was not my year, but it did let me analyze and look things in a different way, you know, because a lot has happened, you know, and life is really much unpredictable, you know. Some ended off their year in a good note, and people were buying cars, people were getting married, and like you're sitting there and when I went to not even like to say, but like I was just lost in that year, to be honest. I was just doing stuff because I felt like doing it without even thinking if z right or z wrong. I just wanted to let loose. I wanted to be wild. I wanted to kind of be in a space where I'm free, I didn't care. So I didn't plan when I was 2021, to be honest. 2021, I did not plan it at all. So I'm not gonna say I did have goals at that time, because it was just it was I don't know. But anyways, moving right along, we are going to 2023, which is the year that we are in right now, which is the year that we are going to be talking about. Let me take a sip as we indulge more with 2023. Okay, so 2023, woo! I feel like 2023 is going to be my year per se, because out of all the lessons that I've learned to 2023 to 2022, the good things I'm bringing back. So I'm learning from my mistakes. I'm learning a lot of things. I've learned a lot of things, and I'm still learning more about myself, to be honest, because hard to like do things because I'm exhausted, I'm tired. The mother must come back at home in Gilal, and then I must wake up and go to school. So navigating myself and putting my priorities right, magic to be honestly. Because I mean, life is unpredictable. There are times when I'm really cool, where you must start helping out your parents and see things and be like, let me just do this and so while they are trying out whatever they're trying to figure out. And lokho kunakhombisa ukukhula, to be honest. But um the first question I have for 2023 is, what are your plans? What are you planning for yourself for 2023? What are you looking forward to? So I'm just gonna name a few. So my plans for 2023, I can happily say that I've discovered myself. But my first and obvious plan was for me, or my plans or my achievements in Defanayo, or like my long-term goals. All, because I think like plans, long-term goals in Defanayo, what are you planning for yourself? But all in all, what I want to achieve, or what are my long or my short-term goals, to be honestly speaking, is I'm not license. I'm just gonna put it up there. anginayo license, but however, one thing I want to achieve Lunyaga, I want to get my license, starting with my learners. I want to be able to pay up my school fees so that I can be able to write my final mark and get my certificates in my nursing training program. I want to open up a side hustle. I have thought of some ideas, but I'm praying to God because I've also learned to having multiple streams of income and not being dependent on one income, because it helps a lot. I mean, and if I wanna be at a point in my life where when my mom calls me or or whatever, I'm able to just give her without saying as man. No. So I wanted to, and give a piece of life, all honest in jail. Soft life. Engifuna ukuyiphila, nothing else. Yibe nama-frontali, ngishintsha ama-weave and have like cars. I don't wanna lie. I wanna hoof shame Noah holler. Noah holler, that's the theme of my life. Noah holler. I think it's Noah holler. Soft life. Yona ngiyidinga and yona idinga mina and siyadingana. I don't wanna lie. Soft life. Yes. So I'm not gonna say indulge on them, but those are my plans. So it's to get my license, finish my school fees, and possibly starting out the side hustle that I want to start, and also growing my channel to get it to where I want to be. Initially putting focus on it kakulu and trying to navigate myself and have time for the things that I want to do, and also have time for leisure. Because I feel like if you're too focused on the things, you end up forgetting to have fun and you end up depressed. It's okay to let loose once in a while. It's okay to take a break from the world and hit pause, recess, have fun. Adulting is hard, but I mean, we survive, guys. We survive. Academics, but we survive. So those are my plans that I have, my top 4 plans. And my next question for 2023 is, what are you freeing yourself from? As I did say, I'm freeing myself from saying I am enough. I'm gonna say it. I am enough. I'm freeing myself from things that could harm my peace. I am freeing myself from friends that I'm cutting them off. I'm not gonna even give them exceptions to be in my life. So I'm honestly cutting off on friends that don't benefit again. If I don't gain any sense of knowledge, or if I don't ask I mean, guys, it's very important to have friends. Manhlangene njalo nikhindinde indaba ngabafana, ngiyakhinda nje indaba usibanibani nifunda esikoleni senze ukuthi wenza ukuthi wena wenzani empilweni, why uxanga abanye abantu ongaxanga impilo yakho. So try to refrain from friends like that. Be with the friends enikhulisanayo. Hayibo mngani, let's go find a job, asengisa ama CV nama learnerships, mngani lesenza nama license, mngani abesikoleni kuhamba kanjani. Have those type of friends that elevate you to be on another level, not umuntu engakhulumi lutho, akukho nje into ehlanganayo, yonke into enikhulumayo abafana, nihleba ngamantombazana ngakini, anibabongela abantu niyamonazela. So free yourself. I'm freeing myself from that type of friendship. For me, if you're gonna be my friend, being my friend ngokweqiniso, be my friend in hard times, I'm freeing myself from fake friends. Honestly, I'm not gonna have any exception. I block, delete, simple. I block, and I go. So I mean, I'm freeing myself from that, especially friendship, and telling myself that I am enough, and also I am freeing myself from procrastinating. I'm one person who procrastinates, guys, to be honest. Into ngithi ngizoyenza ngingayenzi up until kube khona deadline nami sekumele ngijahe khona. And one thing, I'm a person who can say I'm not organized or I'm semi-organized. I'm just gonna put it out there, but I'm freeing myself from that. I want to be ubuhle that is organized, that is able to prioritize izinto as big from 1 to 3 or from 3 to 1. I'm trying to organize myself. I'm trying to get to in a headspace where everything in my life is not a mess, where everything is just collected in order, I would say. So for me, that's all of the things I'm freeing myself from. And to making money, honestly. Being broke in 2022, and I'm freeing myself from brokenness. I won't get it was. As I did say, no wahala. That's the theme of my life. No wahala. So I'm freeing myself from all of those negative energy, bad vibes. Fake friends. Being broke. Adulting. No, you can't free yourself from that. All of us must survive that phase. So that's what I'm freeing myself from. And what are you claiming? That's my next question before I leave. Like, what are you claiming in 2023? For me, I would say I'm claiming all of the plans that I have, because one thing I've learned to understand is something where my pastors always say, speak into existence. Whatever that you believe in and that you pray about it to God, it shall happen. Noma ngenzakalanga, but be grateful. Speak into existence. If you say, kulo nyaka ngifuna ukuthenga iflat, or I wanna buy a car, or whatever, I wanna do my mama party or whatever, speak that into existence. The more you tell yourself into engqondweni, it's gonna be impossible. Don't ever think ukuthi things are impossible just because of uncane or unani. It's okay, and believe in yourself. That's what I'm claiming. I'm this one person that another person's opinion mattered with me. Oh my God, I had it and I'm leaving it. And I'm not claiming its fault. I'm claiming what I'm believing in myself. I'm choosing for what works for me, what works for Ubuhle. If it goes with you, it goes. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, too bad. Catch the next trip. I don't know what you're gonna do. But believing in yourself, and don't wait for other people to believe in you, So that's what I am also claiming, is believing that I can do greater stuff. I can be better. I can be more than who I want to be. I can take myself from ga A to ga A. I don't need people to push me all the time, So for me, I'm claiming whatever that were in my plans at the end of this year. Because we can plan, but God at the end of the day decides. And whatever He decides, it might be a good outcome. It might also be a bad outcome. And if it's a bad outcome, be positive about it. Be positive about it. Don't be the type of person, akwenzakalanga manje inini. Be positive, okay? If ungenzakalanga, try another alternative door. Kwenzakalani, look at other things. So for me, I'm claiming all of that. Believing in myself, loving myself, telling myself I am enough, achieving, getting that driver's license, getting that side hustle, being able to prioritize myself, being able to organize myself, being able to put myself first and putting other people first in my life, enjoying life and its challenges as it comes, because adulting is hard. So, yeah. And what is your motto for the year? What is your wake up spirit? So, me Nanje Shame, I'm not gonna lie to y'all. My motto for this year is, if you want to first learn how to fly, you must first love yourself. So that is my motto. Why this year why I chose that is because 2022 I've been pleasing people, accommodating people, being afraid they're not gonna like me enough if I disappoint them. But now I'm learning to love myself. I'm learning to tell myself that I am enough. So as I want to fly high, I want to fly loving myself, being confident, and not having a low self-esteem about myself. And it is real. And I want to be in a space where I know what she wants, I know what she likes. Because sometimes defining who you are is really hard, because you have I feel like for me, as umuntu, you as a person, you can never have one personality. You have different type of personalities. And why I'm saying that, because ngibonile ukuthi indawo indlela engisiphatha ngayo ekhaya with my parents, with my friends, and with my mans, I find. So yeah, so finding myself ukuthi kahle kahle ubuhle uye nomuphi. Can I be one person, or I change a lot of the times? I don't know. So that is me. First, loving yourself, putting yourself first. Just love yourself. Don't ever let other people tell you anything about yourself. So, and life is about to get real. And to all the matriculants out there at the Beqeda who are coming into the real world, honeys, there's a lot you're going to learn about Simpilo. There's a lot of things that you're going to see. There's a lot of eye-opening experiences. Ezimbi, ezinhle, ezinye there you like, wow, impilo le, and also by impilo. There are going to be times where you're going to struggle. There are going to be times where what you get, what you want, you're not going to get. But you are going to have your friends or your peers, abanye, who get whatever they want. And you must know, Guti, stick in your own lane. Nothing beats sticking in your own lane. And it's not because of but sometimes kubalekile ukulinda konke kunesikhathi sakho. Patience is virtue. That's what they say. So to every matriculant out there, and if you didn't pass the way that you wanted, it's okay. I repeated my, not like I repeated, but like I upgraded like 3 times because umetricam will be right, and I'm okay with that. You know, I'm okay. Everything takes time. I'm fine. And pick yourself up. Motivate yourself. Tell yourself ngimuhle every single day. You know, and you are gonna grow apart with your friends, and it does not mean your high school friends. So, and it does not mean Uguti, as your guys grow apart, it does not mean that it's managing yazondana or anything. It means that sometimes in life, managing, you're gonna focus on what you guys you understand. So take time, breathe, but there's a lot that awaits from you from the world. Some of you might do good, some do didega, some of your guys, but welcome to the real world, and I wish you nothing but the best. Sazoshizila ngidlale njengani, kuzoba nzima, abanye kuzobalula, and clap hands for those your friends who are succeeding. Noma ngangabi isikhathi sakho. Don't be jealous of isikhathi somunye umuntu. Nesakho isikhathi siyeza kuwena. And that's one thing I've had to learn. Qhubeka bashayela izandla. Now there will be a time and space or in life where bazokushayela izandla for all your hardships and hard work, and you would know your journey, where you come from. Masubuke emumva nala usukukhona. So yeah, and I think I'm wrapping up my video. That's about it. So guys, once again, thank you so much for watching this video. Please stay blessed and be nice, and don't forget guys to comment, to like, and to subscribe guys on my channel, because you know Ustufuza with the most, it's your girl with the most. So as I'm saying, catch you in the next video. Probably I'm going to be vlogging in the next video, but I don't know. So thank you guys for watching once again. Please do take care, and I hope maybe kind of this little bit help when you kind of plan yourself. So 2023, plan yourself. Write down your plans, your goals, your achievements, what you want to achieve, your long-term goals, your short-term goals, and write down a list. Have a journal. Write about how are you feeling, but not write. I don't write every day, but like write if it feels like that's okay. You know, plan yourself, change things. You know, not the power of writing, the power, the knowledge is in a book. We need all the knowledge that you bring inside a book is knowledge that no maubani can never take that out from you. So guys, enjoy. Once again, thank you for watching. Don't forget to comment, to like, and to subscribe. See you in the next video. God bless. good night, good morning, whatever it is, but go blessed. You be bash, you be bright, you be relevant. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next video. Bye.